a desk, and it's just for writing. And a cat. She's not for writing. I have a desk. I have a desk. I have a desk. Welcome to our office, which has been turned back into a functional workspace since my last video. And catnapping space too. Clearing up my desk actually only took a single afternoon, so now I'm wondering why I didn't get that done a lot sooner. So how much writing have I gotten done in here since taking back my desk? Let's see, about 800 words on my nonfiction book, a couple of blog posts, and I figured out what to say on this here blog this week. So how much fiction has gotten written in here? Which brings us to this week's writer problem, indecision. You guys, there are so many novels kicking around in my head, it's really hard to know what to write next. I know I said I wanted to write a series based on restless spirits, and I do, but it's more because as an indie author, writing a series seems like a prudent business decision. It's not so much because I just have a whole series of ghost hunter romance books trying to burst their way out of my brain. I also started a steampunk novel a couple of years ago that didn't get very far, but I'd really like to get back to it and finish it. There's Dominion of the Damned, which I would like to turn into a trilogy, or possibly a quadrology. And there are historical fiction plot bunnies and romance novel plot bunnies, among others. So there's a lot going on up here, and it's hard to sort it all out. So I'm kicking around the idea of doing a Kickstarter, no pun intended, for Ghost of a Chance, which is the sequel I've been trying to write for Restless Spirits. I figure this will accomplish a couple of things. For one thing, if it's successfully funded, then I'll be able to take time off from my freelance obligations to actually have time to write the book, not to mention editing and book production costs, which will be expensive either in terms of money or time. But also if it gets funded, then I'll know that there are enough people out there who actually want to read this book, and that it won't be a waste of time writing it, and I can justify putting off all of those other ideas and feel good about what I'm doing. And if it doesn't get funded, then I'll know that not enough people care, and I can feel free to move on to something else. Win-win. Of course, how I'll decide what to work on next if it doesn't get funded is another question altogether. Maybe I'll just write everything down on a scrap of paper and just pull one out of a hat. I don't know. Darts could work too. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. At any rate, as far as short-term writing plans go, I think I'm going to write a short story set shortly after the end of Restless Spirits, and I will publish that for free with a message in the back letting people know about my Kickstarter. I think what I'm going to do is send advanced reading copies to my mailing list, and I'm kind of thinking out loud here. But then I'll have a group of people who are ready to download copies from Amazon and leave reviews on the day that it launches, which will help increase visibility, which will help let more people know about the Kickstarter, which sounds like a pretty good idea. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know your tips on how to decide on your next project, because I know it's hard, right? Better yet, leave a link to your own video discussing how you work through this problem of indecision. And hey, if you want to be one of the first people to read that short story, click the link below to sign up to my mailing list, and you'll get one of those ARCs. You'll also get my short story collection, Midnight Snacks, for free. See you next time.